Welcome to Finance Deep Dive. Today, we're diving into the retail giant Target. As we head into the most critical shopping season of the year, the company is facing some pretty serious headwinds.
So to really set the stage, just take a look at this number. Target's stock is bumping along right near its lowest point in an entire year. That's a huge signal that investors are feeling nervous, and it really raises a big question.
So how in the world does a household name like Target find itself in such a tough spot right before the Black Friday frenzy? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in this video.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the immense pressure of the holiday season itself.
You see, for a massive big box retailer like Target, this final quarter isn't just important, it can literally make or break their entire year. Their performance during Black Friday and the holiday rush is under an intense microscope, and believe me, the stakes could not be higher.
The first major pressure point is coming from the outside. It's about the changing mood of the American shopper. After a really long stretch of strong spending, people are finally starting to pull back. Wallets are getting a little tighter, and this spending fatigue, as you could call it, poses a direct threat to any retailer's bottom line. But it's a special problem for a company like Target. And this right here is crucial because it shows where Target is the most vulnerable. We're not talking about groceries or toilet paper here. We're talking about those discretionary items, the nice-to-haves. Things like a new TV, new clothes, or some new home decor. These are the very first things people cut back on when money gets tight. But it's not just about what's happening outside the company. Target is also grappling with some significant challenges inside its own operations.
First up, costs are still a huge issue. The price of just getting products from the factories, through warehouses, and into the stores or delivered to your door, it all remains stubbornly high.
And this illustrates the direct consequence perfectly. When your operating costs keep rising, but you can't just pass all of that on to customers who are already watching every penny, your profit margins get squeezed. It's a classic business problem that's hitting Target hard right now. And this all leads to a much bigger strategic problem. See, Target has carefully built this brand that's a bit more premium, a bit more stylish, the whole Target effect. But that model is a real mismatch for a time when more and more shoppers are prioritizing low prices over absolutely everything else. So on top of the consumer and internal pressures, there's a third major force at play: relentless competition. And it's coming from two different directions at once.
Our source material actually calls this the dual threat squeeze, which is a perfect way to describe the predicament. Target is literally being pinched from both sides.
So let's break this down. From one side, you have the value retailers, think Walmart, who are winning over shoppers who are just focused on the lowest price. Then, from the other side, you have these massive online players like Amazon, who are just constantly raising the bar for convenience and super fast delivery. Target is stuck fighting a war on two fronts. So, when you bring all of these threats together, all this pressure that's been building, it means the upcoming Black Friday weekend isn't just a big sale. For Target, it's a massive test. And not surprisingly, the market is watching very, very closely. The combination of all these factors has made investors pretty cautious, and they're basically just waiting to see if Target can deliver under all this pressure. And here's why everyone's so uncertain. You've got a stock price that's near its floor, some pretty disappointing recent results, a tough holiday environment in general, and that fierce competition we just talked about. It's really a perfect storm of challenges.
And this brings us to a really powerful final thought from our source material. If Target underdelivers, that 52-week low might not just be a warning sign anymore. It could become the new floor, making it even harder for them to climb back. The stakes are just incredibly high.
If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to Finance Deep Dive. It motivates us to keep posting.